show, buddy Mikerowchip here, playing Trainz 2022
Plus Standard Edition.
And this is Elm Creek. Now, that's my farming. No, this is TideWater episode 60. Yeah. Oh, how many people just switched off the video when they heard Elm Creek? I hope it's not very many, but you never know, right? And on that mess up, I need to take an immediate drink. There we go. Now everything's right in the world. I'm noticing that the regulation daisies are gone here. They weren't inside the track, right? I thought they were right here. There's a big bunch of them. The ground textures are not consistent, which would make sense. Okay, so here we go. Here we are with Hank. Hank just got these cars here out of the way, and now all the rest of these cars, this cut over here, this cut over here, all have to be stored at TideWater Mills. So that's what Hank's doing next. Now not Tank, but Hank's gonna go forward, right? Yeah, we tripped this out a little bit on my end. There we go. Oh yeah, no 3. No, it should have been 2. Nice and easy now. Let's not get cray-cray. Alrighty, so he's going to finish up here at TideWater Mills, and then he's got to take this last car here over to Grayson. That is his goal in life. We want to keep it nice and slow because these tracks are a-rocking. There he goes. Rocking and rolling, baby. All right, so let's go down here. Now, I think I'm going to push these in first. Might as well, right? Yeah. That sounds about right. Right, there we go. You can see the TideWater Mills facility right over here. It is a large facility. And look at all the fields that had to be harvested in order to fill those grain silos. How's about that? Is that or is that not the Purina company logo, or their little, I don't know, what do you call that thing? Their logo. It's a logo, right? Yeah, Purina. Does it say Purina on the building? I don't think it does. Okay, let's slow this down here a little bit. There we go. Just like that. Now, before we go any further, what is it? I don't think it does. It says Peninsula Co-op, right? Here is the Purina. That looks like the Purina thing to me. I don't know. Okay, so let's make sure I had these set correctly. This one, yeah, we're just going to back it all the way down now. So we're going to grab onto this feller as the conductor. We'll put on our bell, too, even though the engine's way around the corner there. It's all right. Here we come. And this is somebody. I think it's Adair. I think it's Adair that's also working right now. He's filling a bunch. All of this is leaving, which is good because we got a ton more coming in. And I have been working on a new route that's going to replace this route once we do 100 episodes of this route. I was working on it was the Trainz, it came along when I bought Trainz 2022, the Ohms and Hertz or something. It's a little railroad, and I got it all set up, did all the industries the way I wanted them, everything, and then I started running the route, and I hated it. There's nothing wrong with the route. I mean, for me personally, I didn't like it. It's way too small, and it's just like endless shunting, which I know I do a lot of anyway. But there, it's just constant, and you're running on either side, and you're using these tiny steam engines, and I I don't know what. It just left a bad taste in my mouth. So I decided I'm not going to do that. So instead, I went to Hiawatha MR. Actually, I got it off of the Trainz site. It was made by Hiawatha MR. I think that Hiawatha Mister? I don't know. But he has a route called the Regional, Midwestern Regional. And it is nice. I really like that route. I've been working on that one now. I've probably put in about between 12 and 15 hours probably getting that route ready. There's a lot of industries. It's a big route. Not quite as big as the UMR, but it's kind of up there. And one thing I liked about it, he's got it all. I guess it's actually based on, loosely based on the Wisconsin and Illinois area. And in this one area, they have it set up on this route that BNSF, CN, and UP all run different parts of the route. They all have their own subdivisions. I think I want to back that up a little bit more. I stopped a little bit too early. So it's really cool. There's no CSX in it. So I was kind of like, oh, but then I thought, you know what? It's time to spread your wings, pal. CSX is not the end all. So it's got all three railroads on there. I went on to JR and downloaded new engines. Some they got a lot for free, but I bought from them too. They got a lot of goods. I love their engines, so I try to use them exclusively. Although sometimes one just as good as JR will sneak in, and I don't know that it's not a JR. So I guess, you know, you go with what you got. But so I'm getting that all set up. And now the other thing I'm trying to do on that route, and I think I mentioned this before too, is that I'm going to try to run it just a little bit more prototypically. No. There we go. Those last two horns blended into one. I didn't like that. But I am setting up locals. And I am going to run them out of the certain yards. There's like 6 yards on it, on this map. There's a lot of yards. So I'm going to have the trains drop off and pick up like they actually would in real life, instead of doing like I'm doing right here, where Adair is now, working this factory until it's done. I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to try to do it a little more prototypically. So that should be interesting. Now I'm trying to get my spreadsheet set up to allow me to do that. That in and of itself has been a challenge. It is not easy to change the spreadsheet. Well, it's easy to change it, but I mean, it's not easy to figure out a system that when I go to, I'm even naming them like M33, M for manifest, or U101, U for unit train, that kind of stuff. That's the only two I'm using, actually, are U and M. I know CSX uses a lot of A's. I don't know what the A stands for. Or have they switched that now? I don't know. But anywho, so I'm making up my own little lettering system based on other ones I've seen. And it should be fun. Where was I going with that? I felt I was going somewhere else with that last little part I was talking about before I got distracted by the different letters. But, it should be fun. Setting up the spreadsheet. So I'm trying to set it all up so that certain trains will always take the certain cars that are working certain industries. There's going to be a lot of transfers in between the 3 different railroads. So that, we'll see. Now, I've got a long time to set it up. Oh, good. There's lots of room on this track. Apply. Because you figure... this is episode 60 of TideWater. So you figure, let's see, that's 40 episodes to go. So that's 40 weeks. Yeah, because I do about one a week. It's one every 8 days or so. So that's 40 for 40 weeks. So that's like 6 months, isn't it? Right? Am I thinking right? 40 divided by 4 for a month, right? Yeah, that's 10 months. Oh, is that right? Yeah, roughly 10 months. That can't be right. There's 52 weeks in a year. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, about 10 months. So I got lots of time to set it up. And what I want to do also, in addition to setting it up, which I'm doing now, it's kind of nice to play this game right now instead of going through the setup procedure. Setup is fun, but when you do it so many hours in a row, then you're kind of like, oof. Can I drive some trains now? But anyway, and right now we're just going back up and grabbing up the rest of those TideWater milk cars, and we're going to push them down here as well. Hopefully there's enough room. I think there's enough room. And so, last thing on this Midwestern Rails that I'm doing. And you can buy it, by the way. It is for sale through the... I don't know if they sell it in 2019. I never looked for it. But I saw it in 2022. You know, like when you bring up your routes in 2022 or 2019, they'll have ones that are for sale. Usually the one always near the top for me anyway is the Nebraska one. And I thought about that one, but gosh, that yard is so huge. It's so big. I would fill it up, and my computer, I think, would be crawling. So I don't know. But anyway, I like this one better. So again, to wrap that up, what I'm saying is I want to get it running, and I want, by the time I get you guys into it, I want the route to already be filled with cars. So that's what I'm going to do. This route I started with no cars, and I brought them in little by little. And now my yards are full, well, full-ish. River Point's hugely full. TideWater's semi-full. But, yeah. So, anywho, I'm looking forward to it. As you probably tell, I'm pretty excited. I'm doing nothing but talking about that for the first 12 minutes of the video. All right. We're going to come over here. Now, looking at that Purina sign again. Does Purina own its, you know, because I know they put grain in their cat and dog food, right? Do they own their own farms or their own granaries and that kind of stuff? Or is that person just putting that sign on the barn because they have a contract with Purina? Or is that not the Purina logo? These are all questions I have. And there we go. All right. I think I have to click on this to get to walking around. How do I... I'll have to go and see how to... Oh, hurry up. Oh, no, we're good. We're good. I thought I was going to clang into it. We're in walking around mode. Not just my clang into it. Come on. Oh, we did. There we are. I never noticed that light right there. That's shining down on the steps. I know they have them in real life. I just never noticed them on these models. Well, there's a good shot, isn't it? That's nice. Not. We'll squeak around. Oh, there's not much to see anyways there. All right, let's go back into flying around mode. Okay, we should have plenty of room to pull all the rest of these cars. Right? I think so. I think we should have plenty of room to throw the rest of these cars on here. And then, like I said, he's got one job left to do, which is to run that one remaining hopper over to Grayson Farms. And then once he drops that thing off at Grayson Farms, then we're going to have him drive back to Exxon Oil. That's the only one he's going to be working. The rest of them, he's just dropping off and leaving. Yeah, so then we'll have him drive back to Exxon Oil. Because he is offloading the oil tankers there. All right, how are we looking in a room? Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to have enough room, right? Oh, yeah. I'm very confident of it now. So I'm not even going to worry about looking at the end of the track. There we go. And oh, and the other thing I'm doing on Midwestern Rails is I'm going to try to mix up the rolling stock a little bit. Like in here, I use all the same hoppers. They're all identical. I'm going to try to mix it up. Makes it harder for tagging. Yes, it does. But I got nothing but time. All right, there we go. We'll hit the bell again. Then we'll back up. Take a nice leisurely ride back through this little forested region. Next to the old tin fence. Sheet metal fence. There we go. When I'm done doing this for about 45 minutes to an hour, I'll upload the video, and then I'm going to go right back to Midwestern Rails. I'm excited to get that route underway. And not only am I excited to get it onto YouTube, I'm excited to play it. I want to see how it's going to work. It'll be fun. Chickens. I can hear the chickens. We are hitting every branch on the ugly tree. Every last one. Got some impressive sway going on in these cars. Okay, trees. Okay, trees. You've had your fun. Of course, once I drop all these cars off at their respective industries, I'll have to update my spreadsheet so it knows that it has more cars it can choose from. And there's Adair once again in his SD70 AC. Beautiful. Everything is going smoothly. These should be back as far as they can go. In fact, I know they are. And then we still have room on this other track. I think we're going to be... Actually, we have two more tracks, don't we? We have one completely empty track. Then it looks like that's a shunter thing there. Of course, why would you put it all the way back there? Would you want it up near the front? So you can use this as storage? But we're going to use it as storage because we don't have a shunter here anyway. Alrighty. Here we come. Ready or not. Stack 'em and rack 'em, boys. Here we go. Back to the front here. Yeah, it's gonna have to go on the next track. That should be good about right there. Apply it. Forward. Whoops. Forward. Is the bell on? What's this thing? Is the bell on? Okay, it is, yeah. And the bell, I've noticed, sometimes when you turn it off, it stays yellow for a little bit. So it's hard to tell whether it's on or off. Darn bell. Okay. Come around this way. There we go. Now let's take a look-see down this track. This one here, yep, it's set correctly. All right, so we got time. We got room to push back. I don't think we're gonna have to push back too far. No. Clear this track. Yes, we are. Everything I just said, I take back. Yep, we are gonna have to push back far. Otherwise, it's gonna be fouling out this track. We don't want to do that. Evidently, they get a lot of grain here. Slow it down just a bit. Just a bit more. Let's get the from the top view down. Look at that. Nice. Oakley dokley. Now we'll ride this one back to about even with the rest of them here. GG. Grain galore. There we go. We'll nudge it about right there. Let's see how we're looking at the front end here now. What do we got at the front end here now? Is it far enough back? Let's say no. This one, and we're going to cut this one out too. Cut these two out. A little too close to that track for my liking. Here we go. Now we got to clear this switch. Get a nice view of Hank and his engines. There we go. Now back. The shunting dance continues. There we go. Bring it around. We'll just line it up with these right here. Should be good. Right there. Little handbrake action, little decouple action. Now forward action. Go to the lead engine. Pull our way out. Let's take a look back at the yard. It's a lot of grain cars. Yeah, we don't have room for much more. Look how I left this one. Well, that's no good. Look at that. And this one, too. These are too close. Well, I guess it doesn't make a difference. We'll pull them off of here first. Yeah, we'll leave it. Every fiber in my body is fighting going there and changing that back, but I'm not going to do it. I'll leave it. Okay. Back up the road we go here. We got to grab off that last grain hopper, the covered grain hopper. and run it over to Grayson. Now, as we're going up the thing here, we can take a look. Here we are going up to here, right? We're going to go here. We're going to grab onto that thing there. We're going to back out. And we're going to come up this way. And there it is there. There's Grayson Farms. Philippe is already there. We'll run it up to there. And then once we drop that car off there, we'll run back down the route to Exxon. Look at that. Little aerial shot from the satellite. Got a water tower here. They got another one back over here. That one's going to have more pressure on it than this one because it's taller. Yeah. Well, it's going to have more pressure on it as it comes down this pipe. But they can put pumps underground, so add more pressure on it overall. So I amend my first statement. Now, if we do get more hoppers for TideWater mills, we have this track here to put them on. But we'll have to see. Okay, here we go now. Let's grab onto this one on the far end. One of my viewers in a video about 4 videos ago. I'm way ahead. Once I load this one up, I'm going to have 4 videos waiting to be published. I mean, they're loaded up. I usually try to keep 2, 3, 4 videos ahead of the game. So that way, you know, if something happens and I can't record that day for whatever reason, then I got videos to back me up. But anywho, about 4 videos ago or so, someone said that Thomas... I think it's the one where Thomas pulls an all-nighter. Someone had said that Thomas needs to learn how to block the cars better. And although I didn't look it up, I think I know what that means. I think it means that he when he's setting up the cars to be taken by the locals, he needs to put them in order so that when Trainz gets to the different various industries, it's easier to set them out. I think that's what block means. You want to block them better. Okay. Now we'll double check to make sure this is the correct grain car. And it is Grayson Farms. That's the one we want to get rid of. Okay. Over here. All the way down and capture. We'll apply. Decouple. What am I doing? I'm searching for the horn button. It's the one with the H on it. Yeah, it pretty much is. There we go. And now that I have Trainz 2022, I'm wondering, should I attempt to get Rail Driver to work with this version? I'll have to look on the forums, see what people are saying about that. Be fun. It'd be fun to use Rail Driver on this. All right, now we got to back down, all the way back down. Oh, yeah, we got to throw that switch. And then that one's already correct. Got a level crossing there, all the way back here to here. Yeah, really should have thrown that back the other way. That is a manual, right? It has to be, right? Yeah. What does SS mean? Did I say that before? I feel like I've mentioned that before. I don't know what it means. Okay. A bit wider view here. Slow roll all the way back down here for Hank. And I'm going to comment. This is such a pretty game, isn't it? Look at all the trees and the hills. Flowers, the bushes, various farm buildings. Very nice. The engines I downloaded for that other route to probably have. The CNs, for some reason, are hard to find. I downloaded, bought some CNs. BNSF, they had a ton, and then the UP, forget it. They got a ton of UP. So I'm probably using about 15 different engines for BNSF and UP. And then I probably got about 8 or 9 different engines for CN. Our level crossing. And this is a dangerous level crossing with that fence like that. Yeah. You have your conductor stand out on this one. Come out there with a flag. That thing just pops out in between the fences. Someone who's listening to the radio in a car ain't going to hear it. Going to hear the bell or anything else. They're going to get themselves pasted. Let's see how. Let's see. Look, the bell thing is not on right now. Like that right down here. See? Turn it on. There it is. I'll turn it off. Turns on and off that way, but when I do it on the keyboard, B, it doesn't turn on. That's it. I'm returning Trainz 2022. I'm done with it. I'm just kidding. It's not a game breaker for me. Down around the corner here. The infamous derail section of the track. It gets really, really rocky here. It says the speed limit here is 40, but there's no way it's 40. Back it on up, buddy. Hear that bug noise. Hear it? It's a nice touch. Okay, I see the switch. Can't find. There it is. I did not see the switch. I thought it was right here. Just a little bit down. I just missed it by a little. Oakley dokley. Farmer's got some hay bales here. They look like hay, not grass, right? Yeah, they're like hay. Hay, hay, hay. Down here. Oh no. Hay bales. Okay. Go over here now. We'll be able to speed up. So that's nice. What does this say here? This is a speed limit sign here, isn't it? Nope. It says whistle. That's a whistle post. All right. There we go. Made the long journey out of TideWater Mills. There we go. Nice. It'll speed it up here now. The next stop should be, I looked at the map and I forgot what I looked at. It's coming up here. The next stop, right, is the grain thing. Okay. There he goes. And we're going to pull to the front here. There we are. Running along the river here. 60% only gets us to 25 mile an hour. I find that hard to believe. Okay, well let's up it then. Let's do 70. See where that gets us. Give us some juice as we come over the bridge here. All right, let's up it to 75. Got a green. There we go. We're going to be happy at 75. Big old stone embankment here. Nice. That's actually, is that stone or is that brick? Looks like brick, doesn't it? Old brick. It started to deteriorate slightly. Oh, geez, 30 mile an hour. Okay, yeah, pay attention, pay attention. Go. Dried out riverbed. And another dried out riverbed. Maybe it's more of a stream. Although it looked like an awfully big ravine, did it not? A nice tour of the TideWater map. We're going to have to do some maneuvering coming up because Philippe's going to be in the way. And if you see up the track there, just to the left of the track, that is the Grayson Farms granary. Their silos. We got greens the whole way. The birds. We're in songbird territory. Right over the river. Look at that. That's nice. Big old trestle bridge. I think there's just a single track going in here. How am I going to do this? I don't know. We'll figure something out, though. Yep. Are or are there 2 tracks in there? I can't remember. Oh, geez. Yeah, okay. Sorry. There's a fixer-upper house on the right. Okay, here we come. Slow it right down. Let's go back into 40 again. We'll stop it right here. Now let's take a gander as to where we're going to put this car. Yeah, there's nowhere for it. Of course, they got a lot of... Well, wait a minute. Look at this. What does that say? Coldwater Farms. There's 2 places to fill. And I'm only doing 1. Huh. Okay. I didn't realize there was another spout back here to fill it a second one with. All right. Anywho. Yeah. How long is Philippe in this? Let's take a look at the spreadsheet here. How much longer has he got to go? He's only got to pick up 1 car, and he's doing it right now, which is probably why I'm not using both, right? Yeah, that makes sense, wouldn't it? Okay, so he's only got to pick up 1 car, so we could just have him pull out. We'll stick this one in there and have him pull back in. Easy peasy. All right, Philippe. You're up, buddy. It's not your turn, but it's your turn. Apply the handbrake. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. Is this an SD80? I can't tell. It says it on the side here. Let's see. This is an SD80. Yes, it is. Okay. Wait, the railroad built this bridge to get to this one small farm. They really must like this customer. I mean, doesn't that seem like an exorbitant amount of expense to build an additional bridge just to get to the farm right there? I mean, I suppose it's a co-op. So it's not just one farm, probably. There's the freeway over there. I never noticed that. Or I forgot about it if I have before. Yeah, it just seems like an exorbitant amount of expense, but here at CSX, the customer always comes first. All right, so we'll back Philippe on out of here. This SD80. And yeah, we're going to have to back him because he's got to back up enough to allow both engines and that car to clear this switch. We'll throw this switch now, but we're going to have to back him up a little bit more. Here he comes. That should do, huh? I think so. We'll come back over here to Hank. Okay, Hank the Tank. Just gonna pull this forward. Drop that car off just barely onto this track here and pull back, and we'll have Philippe push it back in. Look at this. This is teamwork. Textbook teamwork. Okay. All this for one grain car. Of course, by doing this, we're getting more use out of that expensive bridge we built, so take it or leave it, I guess. It is what it is. There we go. Funny now, I'm one user a while ago, or a viewer, I should say, a while ago said I should be using the horns, you know, for going forwards and backwards. And I'd watched that video just recently again. I watch my old video sometimes. It's funny. And I was, I'm not going to do that. It's blowing the horn too many times. And now I can't imagine not doing it. Yeah, what are you going to do? Now we'll come back here to Philippe, get him off the main. And back into Grayson Farm siding. Approaching, that thing again, it says approaching siding. Is that supposed to, like, if I'm driving the train, it's supposed to help me figure that out? It's only up there for a few seconds, and it came up like it said 270 feet. Does it come up further than that? Because that's not very helpful. It's like your GPS telling you, turn now. Just out of the blue. Whoa. Give me some warning. Okay. Let's just get him up far enough. We don't have to bring him all the way back down, right? It's not his turn. Okay, so we'll stop him right there. Then we'll come back over here. Be good railroaders. Throw this back the main. Now, we're going to have Hank run back down to the oil. Nope. Got a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit here. I think that's 75%, right? We had 30 coming up here. Is this going to slow us down right here? I don't think so. I think this is just one of those stay off the bridge kind of signs, right? No trespassing. It says no trespassing. All right, here we go. Back the way we came. We'll pull off onto the Exxon oil siding. Geez, again, this one? Maybe a no horn one, I don't know. But I missed it twice. It's a siding so nice that I missed it twice. Oh, we get to see all the nice scenery, but from the other direction. There's one big rock down there on the left. Oh boy, my cat is bumping into the microphone. She wants to be famous. You can't be famous, honey. I'm sorry. All right, we can only have one famous person in this family, and it's me. Oh boy! Did you get out of there? Oh, she's smelling around on my desk. What are you smelling up here for? What could a cat possibly want on my desk? Don't sit on top of my computer. That's the other thing she likes to do. Sit on top of my computer because it's nice and warm. But see, the computer don't like that so much. Trying to cool itself off, it don't need big furry cat laying on top. I'm gonna have to get her off there. Let me mute the mic. Okay, there we go. A cat has been extricated from on top of the computer. I bought him these little rugs that plug in, that stay warm, so she found that again. She's like, oh, okay. So she's good. Are there line side ones? I think there are line side ones. Oh, we could have been doing line side. That's a nice shot there. He just passed that red signal. Was that red when he passed it? It didn't come up as SPAD. There, of course, is TideWater Mills once again. Let's see if that little warning comes up now about us approaching the TideWater. Of course, we can't really go under that siding going this direction, so maybe it won't come up. I don't know. These are all guesses, to which I have no answers. There's the TideWater Mills rail right there. Nice fire shot. What did it? I'm looking at the scenery. No, I did not see it come up. I'll have to look at it in post, see if it comes up in post. Now, we're not too far away from where we need to be next, right? As soon as we cross the river, it's right there. Okay. What happened? Oh, okay. We lost the train. Was it supposed to do that? You know, we got another red here. Why do we have another red? Stop, then proceed. Nope. I didn't do that, did I? Shoulda. Okay, we're going to slow it down here now. We slowed it down awfully quickly. Yeah, maybe a little too quickly. We're gonna go and into the Exxon oil siding. Beautiful. Switch that back to the mainline service. Still says we can do 40 here. I find that hard to believe, but of course it also said that going in the TideWater Mills the first time I went up there, and well, we all know what happened. Alrighty. Put it on the line side, see if we get anything good here. See, we're swaying a little bit here now. Let's see. In fact, I'm getting scared now. Slow it down, slow it down. 15 mile an hour ought to be nice. Here he comes. This is for all my fans who love trees. I love trees, so. Nice shot. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, yeah. come. Alrighty then. Whoops. Back over this way. We'll hook back up to the oil tankers here. There we go. Would you really, though? Would you really hook up to the oil tankers at this point? Because these guys have been unloading these for a while now. All of a sudden, the cars are going to move on them. Unsafe conditions. Let's do a wide out view like right here. That's kind of nice, huh? Yeah, all the oil tankers. Yep, that's it. That is all. That is the end of Hank's turn, but it's also the end of the video. We are in the butter zone right now, folks. We are going to stop here. Hope you guys had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun, as I always do, playing Trainz. It's my favorite game of all time. Why don't you like? Why don't you subscribe? Why don't you leave me a comment? And if you don't like the fact that even though the bell is off and the ditch lights keep flashing, well, this just may not be the channel for you.